Hello dear students. Today through this video I am going to explain you the heat zones of the world. So as you know there are three heat zones of the world. For that I have drawn here the picture of globe. So through the medium of this globe I am going to explain you on the where are the exactly heat zones are located on the world and which are those three heat zones that we have to see through this video. So for that purpose, I have drawn here the picture of globe and with the major parallels. So as you see that the central parallel I have drawn, that is the equator. So thereafter in the northern hemisphere, Tropic of Capricorn, Arctic Circle and North Pole, these parallels I have drawn. In the same way in the southern hemisphere, it means that is the below half circle of the globe. Three parallels I have drawn, that those are Tropic of Capricorn, Antarctic Circle and South Pole as well. So with help of these parallels, the heat zones has been categorized. So as we know, the sunlight falls straight. It means that the sun rays fall straight on these portion, on these belt. Which belt? The belt which lies between Tropic of Capricorn to Tropic of Cancer received straight sunlight. So that is why the area is very hot throughout the year, hot climate throughout the year. So that is why we can say that we can give this area the name as a torrid zone. So this is the torrid zone in the southern hemisphere. And the same way there is also the one torrid zone in the northern hemisphere. So in short we can see that the location, if you know the location of the torrid zone, so we can say that the torrid zone is located between equator to Tropic of Capricorn in the southern hemisphere, as well as the torrid zone is located between equator to Tropic of Cancer in the northern hemisphere. So next we came to know the location of the torrid zone here. Okay, so next part is we have to just locate the next zone. So as you know that the area which lie between Tropic of Cancer to Arctic Circle, as well as the area which lie between Tropic of Cancer to Antarctic Circle, receives little bit slanting sun rays. So that area receives as comparative of torrid zone less sun rays. So that is why this region is known as temperate zone. So temperate zone in the northern hemisphere as well as the temperate zone in the southern hemisphere as well. So what is the location of the temperate zone? So let us see the location of the temperate zone here. See, the temperate zone lies between Tropic of Capricorn to Antarctic Circle in the southern hemisphere. See, the belt came into the southern hemisphere. So on the contrary, the temperate zone is also lies between Tropic of Cancer to Arctic Circle in the northern hemisphere. The belt is lie between the northern hemisphere, as we know. So last heat zone is the frigid zone. So this is the location of frigid zone. This is also another location of frigid zones. So these frigid zones lie between Antarctic Circle to South Pole in the southern hemisphere and Arctic Circle to North Pole in the Arctic Circle to North Pole in northern hemisphere. So these are the location of three heat zones in the world. So these zones are categorized because of the sun rays falls on them. So in the torrid zone, straight sunlights are fall. On the contrary, and the temperate zone, sun rays become little bit slanting towards this temperate zone. It means that this temperate zone receives less sun rays than torrid zone. So and the final last zone is frigid zones. So these two areas which are located toward the polar regions of both the sides of the globe receives no sun rays throughout the year. So that is why the area receives freezed, the water of the oceanic body freezed over there. It means that the water converted into the snow because of the no sun rays throughout the year. So that is why the zone or the area which lies between the Arctic Circle or the polar region, or both the polar regions, known as frigid zones. So let me tell you very important things about these zones. So those in the torrid zones, this as I already told you, the area receives very hot sun rays throughout rays. Because of the hot sun rays, evaporation is also take place in a more amount in this area. So because of the more evaporation of the water in the torrid zone, this area, it means that the countries or the places which located in these areas receives more receives more rainwater throughout the years. So that is why, as you see in this area, densely forested areas are also found. For example, Amazon jungle. As we all know, Amazon jungle is also lies between this area. Here is the location of the Amazon jungle. So this is happen because of the more evaporation of this region and more rainfall the area receives. So that is why because of the more rainfall, more trees can be grown up. This is the reason behind it that the area has a densely forested area has been found. So next, on the contrary, temperate zones are there. So temperate zones as compared with torrid zone, these area have a less sun rays. So that is why the less sun rays, less evaporation has also take place over there. So because of the less evaporation, less all rain like sprinkle like rains occur on this area. So because of the sprinkle drizzling, we can say, because of the drizzling rainfall, these areas has a no forested, but these areas has a grasslands. So most of the grasslands are found in the world, those are located in the temperate zone because of the drizzling rain. As you know, in the drizzle rains, only grass can be grown over there. So that is why in this area, crops like rice and wheat can be grown over there. So this is the reason behind them. In this area, farmers grow rice and wheat. And in this area, in the temperate zone, the trees can also be not grown very tall. Okay, because of the less heating, because of the less sun rays, and because of the less or drizzling rainfall occur over there in this region. And in the last zone, that is the frigid zones, so no vegetation is found over there because the area is covered with totally snow. Okay, this is the importance of the frigid zones, and these are the locations of the frigid zones that I have given detailed in this video. I hope you understand the locations of the frigid zones and the importance of the heat zones of the world. If you like this video, so please tell us in the comment. Thank you very much.